Good evening.
Good evening.
As a little girl, I anxiously waited to watch my father tie his long, unshorn hair into a camouflage-colored turban every morning. One day I asked him as he was tying it on before heading to work at the United States Army, "What's the point of tying it if you're just going to take it off again?" He decided to tell me of a time, 500 years ago in India, a society where women were less than human, where the caste system was the law of the land, the persecution of religious communities the norm. During this time, the majority of people in India, and even today, composed of the lower castes, and only the royalty wore turbans. My dad sat down as he explained that Sikhism was born during this time, and with that territory came along a struggle for fighting against prejudice and discrimination and oppression. The Sikh gurus, or teachers, desired to uplift the downtrodden and make them the equals to the highest of the high. What better way to do it than establishing the turban as an article of faith? Upon establishing the turban as a vital part of the Sikh identity, our 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, said, "My Sikh will be recognized amongst millions." Women were brought to an equal level as men with the turban, another way for the Sikh gurus to cast away gender discrimination. As a little girl, I left that conversation feeling blessed that I was born into a faith that demanded justice, even if it meant dealing with hardship. When I was in first grade, everything I thought of went up in flames on September 11th, 2001. I saw my Sikh friends begin to remove that turban they once wore with courage. I heard my brother telling me stories as he walked the streets of New York of people yelling racial slurs at him. I was so ashamed to turn on the TV and just watch the news. At one of my local Sikh services, as we were singing a religious hymn, "Na daron arasyon jab jaye laro, nisache kare apni jeet karo," I wondered what did that mean. The translation was, "May I not fear when I fight with the foes, because with faith and fortitude, may I attain victory." It was at this time I realized in those battles of life, the turban is what serves as our shield. The long fight ahead for my Sikh community is one of increasing education of my faith. My hope is for one day, whenever someone sees an individual who looks like my brother or my father, both who wear turbans, they don't see something they fear. They see an article of faith that embodies discipline, fighting for freedom for all, and most importantly, love. My dad always reminded me that when he's in a crowd of millions, he wants people to spot that turban and see it as a beacon of hope, knowing that it would provide a sense of peace and safe harbor. In a world that is dualistically divided, my religion versus your religion, us versus them, you versus me, we have lost our essence as human beings, beings that love, care, and grow from one another, beings that at the end of the day are all on our unique path to finding something greater than we can imagine, and that is what is beautiful. I am humbled to have been able to speak before you all today. To me, we are all Sikhs because we are all learners. Because of this event, we are all united as one. We asked questions, we discussed, and we joined side by side. Maybe Lion King had it right when Simba sang, "We will stand by your side, filled with hope and filled with pride. We are more than we are one." Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful, Naureen. Thank you. When we discussed this, we decided that one of the things that was so very important was to demystify the turban. Thank you so much for bringing that in. And we also decided that we were going to have an opportunity to have two of our volunteers actually have turbans tied on their head, which we will have later as well, but so that you can all see this process. So with that, we have two of our beautiful practitioner, Faith Cole, and my uncle, Ken Nakamura, have volunteered. Thank you. They are so active in the interfaith ministry, and we're so excited that you are doing that.
And the two members we have from the Sikh faith are Devinder Singh Sandhu and Kanwar Singh Sandhu.
Please. Sat Sri Akal. Good to see you. Sat Sri Akal. Thank you. Now, Faith had a wonderful question, and I wanted to give her an opportunity to ask that here.
So I was wondering why some women choose to wear headscarves and other women choose turbans.
Yeah, so essentially the turban was given to us as a gift from our 10th guru. And typically in the olden days, women already used to cover their hair with something called like a chunni or a scarf. And so over time, I think it's really important to make it clear that Sikhs do not require every follower to wear a turban. Sikhs who believe wherever they are in their own spiritual journey to Sikhism can put the turban on at any time, but it is not a requirement that if you have to be a Sikh, you have to wear a turban. And so I've seen, speaking in 2016, many women choosing to wear the turban because if a man can wear a turban, a woman can wear one too. And, yeah.
Yes!
So it's definitely something that I'm seeing changing, and hopefully one day we'll just see a larger number of women wearing turbans.
Wonderful, thank you, thank you. And wow, look how quickly you did that. That's so impressive. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Uncle Ken, I know that you had wanted to say something. Can we hand the mic over to Ken?
Thank you. Yes, after hearing your remarks about the history and the meaning of the turban, I just want to say that I feel immense gratitude to you for allowing me to experience this wonderful spiritual practice of your great faith. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.